Hi there, my name is Juan and I have been teaching music for over 20 years to students from all over the world. So I know from experience that no matter where you come from or how experienced you are, the rules for anyone to improve at music are always the same. Follow these 10 rules I compiled over the years and I guarantee that your musicianship will improve faster than ever before. Welcome to 10 Rules to Improve at Jazz. Now, before I get into it, you can download the PDF for free. It's in the description down below. Number 1, I called it the 3 pillars. These should be the 3 pillars to all your practice sessions. First one, technique. Second one, harmony. And third one, melodies/improvisation. In the technique section, we practice exercise to develop our fingers and to make them stronger. In the second part, we practice harmony. This is where we study chord progressions, so you can play effortlessly any song that comes across. And the third pillar, melodies/improvisation, is where we build a strong song list, so you can be ready for any gig or event that you take part of. So every time that you sit in front of your instrument, make sure to hit these 3 pillars, so you can improve all the aspects of your musicianship at the same time. Rule number 2, time management. Time is a privilege. I will argue that time is the most valuable asset that a person has in life, so make sure to get the most out of it. Time management is usually underrated. I will give you an example on how you can manage your time during your practice sessions. Divide the time you have in equal parts. If you have, for example, 30 minutes, dedicate 10 minutes to practice technique, 10 minutes to practice harmony, and 10 minutes to practice melodies/improvisation. Set a timer if necessary. Sometimes, of course, you might need more time with certain targets if you are working on something in particular. But generally speaking, try to stick to this equality rule. Don't underestimate the power of time management during your practice sessions. This will make a huge difference. Rule number 3, consistency. This is an absolute cheat code. I have seen this time and time again during my entire life. Either people who I have studied with or musicians that I have met along the way. So many great and talented musicians that wouldn't stick to consistent practice. What an absolute waste. I'll tell you right now, from experience, talent is way overrated. Consistency is way more powerful. An average musician with consistency will always play better than an incredibly talented musician who doesn't have consistency while practicing. This is just reality. Rule number 4, listen, imitate, repeat. Music is a language, so study it as such. How will you study a new language if you have to learn it for the first time? Will you practice your writing or your reading? That will take a very long time and it wouldn't be very effective because you wouldn't be able to communicate anything properly. If you are not able to communicate simple thoughts, you won't be able to advance in your learning process. So don't do that when you practice music. Music is the same. Music is a language. Listen to somebody who's better than you, imitate to the best of your abilities, and repeat as many times as you need in order for you to sound exactly the same. Listen to the jazz greats, take small fragments at first, imitate it to the best of your abilities, and just repeat that process many times. Rule number 5, buy a small notebook and a pencil. The meaning of this rule is track your progress. The reason why this is very important is because you need to know where you are at. What did I practice last week? When did I start playing this song? You cannot remember everything you do. That's why tracking your progress is key, because it will give you the perspective you need to know how long it takes you to learn new things or how much you are improving in certain exercises. Rule number 6, less is more. Music, like a language, is way more effective when it's clear and to the point, short and concise. In this way, the musician can express his thoughts easier, and most importantly, the listener can understand the message better. This improves the communication between musician and listener. So don't overplay your instrument if you don't need to. Play only what's best for the music in that very moment. Otherwise, the listener might get confused and your message will never go through. Rule number 7, small steps, long view. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Big steps or high goals without the right direction can lead to frustration, anxiety, and could potentially make you want to quit in your musical journey. So set small, achievable goals that can make you progress constantly over time. It could be something like memorize a short new melody, or explore a new scale that you didn't know before, or memorizing a new lick by your favorite piano player. Achieving small goals will make you feel good and satisfied. And if you experience that good feeling consistently, you will be more likely to stick to your practice sessions. Number 8, get better together. As humans, we are designed to learn faster when we work in groups. Think about it. A group of people that work together will achieve things way faster than an individual that works by him or herself. In music, it's of course important to practice individually, to gain knowledge of your instrument, or to understand, for example, music notation, among other things. But it's even more important to find the right circle of people with your same interests, so you can evolve faster. If you already know someone who shares similar music interests than you, that's great, it's time for you to make a phone call. But if you still don't, go to a concert, find a jam session near you. In there, try to connect with someone who might also have your same musical interests. Maybe you can practice together, maybe you can go to other concerts together and learn something new together. Or maybe you can start a band with them, who knows? Number 9, stay humble. By stay humble, I mean stay willing to learn. Be open to the idea of listening to someone who you might not agree with. You know, you can learn something from anyone, even if you don't like the person. And that makes a huge difference in the music world. Being willing to listen to other people, being accountable for your own mistakes, just being able to keep an open mind will make you more available to receive new information. And therefore, you will grow faster. And last but not least, number 10, manage expectations. When I listen to the great piano players and admire and respect, it makes me realize every single time how much I still have to practice to achieve a tenth of what they did, just to achieve a very small fraction of what they can play. Sometimes I feel that I just should quit because I'm not good enough, or because I think I will never be as good as them. But here is the thing, those same piano players that I admire and respect also went through the same thing. They also admire somebody. And they also felt like quitting sometimes, believe it or not. Maybe because they also thought at some point that they will never be able to achieve their goals. So don't compare yourself with someone you admire. Instead, learn from them and compare yourself only to who you were yesterday. I hope you learned something today with these 10 rules. Again, if you want to download the PDF, it's free. You just have to sign to the newsletter. I will link it down below. And if you like videos like this and you would like to support the channel, please feel free to do so by visiting my online shop. In there you will find plenty of books and exercises I create for the modern jazz piano player. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. And as always, keep practicing, music lovers. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.